I'm going to read a poem called Women's Work from my book, Certain Light, that I wrote when my mother got ill, and I noticed the beauty of friendship and the way women come together around something like that. It's called Women's Work. If you can no longer polish the copper bottoms of your saucepans, if there are fly specks on your picture window, if you can't drag the vacuum cleaner out of the closet, if you find yourself tilted back in your husband's easy chair when you should be pulling weeds or starting supper, may God help you. After you pray, call your sisters. Call in the circle you know. One by one, they'll arrive with sweet rolls, a peach pie, plum jam, fresh-picked corn. Marilyn will kneel down and scour the toilet. Lorraine will knot a kerchief under her hair and knock down the cobwebs clinging to the ceiling. Sandy will gather what's ripening in your garden and arrange a bouquet of wildflowers. Bless these women who will make a pot of coffee and listen to you when the work is done, who always, even now, can make you laugh. These women who will save you without being asked. And I'm going to end with a young love poem called French One. Où est la bibliothèque? Voilà la bibliothèque. Quel temps fait-il? Il fait froid aujourd'hui. I chanted French phrases in bed like prayers, pleased with the way the language shaped my mouth, ma bouche. Lips puckered for tu, as if playing the flute, then softened like a kiss for je. English words sounded like hammering on wood, but translated en français, they lilted and fell like music or small birds. Fermer la porte means shut the door. Petit déjeuner is breakfast. De tout mon cœur, with all my heart. Et alors, Jean-Pierre lifted my hair, murmured into my neck, "You're too good." And for the rest of that year, I didn't know where the library was, or whether the temperature was froid ou chaud. As the class recited, "Je vais, tu vas, il va," I could see myself in a silk slip on a picnic, tipsy with champagne, kissing. We'd be kissing the way the French do. What I longed for then was beyond language as I knew it. It was pure image or impure, mon Dieu. And my future was present perfect. Too French for you.
That was great, Deborah. Thank you. Our next reader is Stephanie Levin, and before Stephanie gets started, I just want to remind everybody of the schedule. After the readings, the four poets will be available for one-on-one mini critiques if you brought a poem or two with you. So as they decide where they're going to set up in this area so there's enough room for everybody to talk but not talk over each other, if you need to help yourself to coffee, Sugar on Front is open today. The restroom is right back there. And then there will be a lunch break from 1:15 to 2:30, and then at 2:30 we'll start back up again with the workshops. Stephanie Levin, I have heard her described as a ridiculously talented poet. And that's absolutely true. Her collection, Smoke of Her Body, as Richard said earlier, was chosen by Dorian Lux, thank you, as winner of the 2011 J. Carr Press Poetry Book Prize. Stephanie.
Oh. I like those mixed compliments, that ridiculous, and who the blank wrote this. love the Venda poem, and I, sitting there, I was picturing one of those, did you see this?
No.
Yeah, I saw that.
Those big vending things where the claw, the claw, and they get you to put your money in, because there's like some big teddy bear you think you're going to get, and I think we should have one for like a Ginsberg poem, like that's why you put your money in, the claw is going to, just a business idea. Okay, I'm going to read just a few poems.
Ridiculously good idea.
Yeah, thank you. From Smoke of Her Body. And, okay, so I was sitting there, admittedly, thinking about the reading, as Richard said, like when you're not the first to go, you're rearranging what you're gonna read. And so I was trying to counter what you said, Richard, that I know you don't know this yet, Stephanie, about love.
You young thing.
Yeah. So I'm going to read some love poems to a mother. I feel like a lot of the poems in this book